Welcome to the best of TV Burp. Dot speaks for the nation on EastEnders.
Why did you come back, Alfie?
Barack Obama in drag on Shipwrecked.
Welcome to Clarence.
And a woman with very long hair on A Place in the Sun.
I can't get enough of whizzing around Lisbon's coastline, feeling the wind race through my hair. It curves sleekly around the western edge of Europe, hugging 30 miles of Atlantic Ocean, embracing some of the continent's most arresting views.
That is long hair. What's the slowest method you've ever used to cook a chicken? Takes about a day and a half, but the meat does come out lovely and tender. This was on Best in Show on 5, which offered us a peek into the world of the competitive animal breeder. We met Paul and Nikki, who bred fancy chickens. And what do fancy chickens do to relax?
You get attached to them, they're like children and just couldn't see life without them, could we really? We tend to like EastEnders as well.
That one likes Emmerdale then.
Yeah.
We had one that liked Newsnight, but we ate it. I know what you're thinking. If one chicken likes Emmerdale, the other likes EastEnders, how do they change channel? Well, that's easy. Go on, change channel. Look, change channel for me. That's the colour button. Oh, but... Change channel. No, you press menu. No one knows how to get out of that one. Which brings us to our TV announcement of the week.
Would the owner of cat number 513 please attend to your cat? It is eating the cat litter.
By the way, I've got these 2 pieces of red material that... I met a lady last night and was hanging on to her on a slow dance. The clock struck midnight and she ran off. It was dark. I can't remember her face, but whosoever these pieces of red material shall fit, I shall surely marry.
Have you been talking to my mother?
Hey, can you give us hand at this?
I've changed my mind. Nigella Lawson's back with Nigella Express. That reminds me, I must feed that horse. One week, her recipes all had a Latin feel. And call me pedantic, but if you're going to add music to your show, make sure it matches the pictures. It's an Alsatian! Get it right, Nige! Everything had a Latin feel, and she cooked these cheese and ham toasties that she called quesadillas.
Brush the other side and convey immediately and with not too much rapaciousness to the heated griddle. You can use an ordinary frying pan for this. I just love those charred lines you get from using a ridged griddle.
I tripped on a quesadilla. I ended up with my face on the griddle. Then she showed us how to make our own variation of guacamole that's made with Roquefort cheese, hence the name Rockamole.
Right, so first step, mash everything together. I mean, this is very easy because all 3 components are soft and yielding.
Rockamole, sickamole, Muller. But of course, being Nigella, she's got a party of actors, friends, coming round for a laid-back Latin supper party. So, let's see what her guests make of it.
This is my rockamole, which is really like guacamole but with blue cheese in it.
The rockamole is absolutely delicious. I really like the blue cheese in it.
The blue cheese is a little touch of my own, sort of inspired by Latin food, but not necessarily constrained by its traditions.
Chihuahua. Here, what's the international sign language for waitressing?
Yeah, 1 minute she's asking me to have a word with her, the next I walk in there, find a waitress in.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Chastity was getting confused.
I am missing dinner with my niece for this.
Can we have less acting and more serving, please?
Yeah, less acting and more... Hang on, less acting? On Emmerdale? How's that possible? Take a look at this. You're carrying some important papers when...
I don't know how you've made the time to help him.
Oh, brotherly love. That's what it is.
Oh, dear, you throw them onto the floor.
That's what it is.
I'm going to drop them, I'm going to drop them. Oh, dear. Oh, I hope I have better luck with the pans. Oh, he's knocked the fan off. Try not to knock the pan off. Oh, I've knocked it off. Look, I've managed to pick up my papers and... I've knocked the pans off as well. Oh, I'm so clumsy. To be fair, some of them are pulling their weight in the acting stakes.
Marlon! Lanky Marlon!
Daylight come and I want to go home. Daylight come and I want to go home. Of course, the big story was Sam Dingle banged up for dealing drugs. I say banged up. He's not in prison. No, they're keeping him in a cardboard box. Yeah, I've got the box here. Yes, here it is. And there's a couple of visitors for you, Sam. Here they are. Look. I just pop those in there.
What's going to happen?
Oh, look, Sam. There's another visitor for you. I like to do that every now and again just to keep him on his toes. I noticed the EastEnders title sequence turn up on Sir David Attenborough's new show, Life in Cold Blood.
Change.
Yes, David Attenborough's back on the box. As the title suggests, it's all about cold-blooded animals. And I was most surprised to see an animal that, to avoid detection, has evolved to look like a bra. Of course it wasn't a bra. No, this was jousting tortoises. And the winner is the tortoise that can get the other tortoise onto his back.
At last, the victor loses interest and goes off to find the female who caused the argument in the first place. As for the loser, if he doesn't manage to right himself soon, he may cook in the sun.
I wondered if Dave himself was some sort of lizard, as he demonstrated his ability when challenged to change into Timothy Spall.
You can see from the colour of my face that my body is warm.
Yeah, Dave is getting on in years, but he's still got certain drives.
As mates?
You dirty rotter. Hey? Bit off-putting, isn't it? Hey? When you're trying to, there's an 81-year-old bloke staring at you. Bit like a caravanning holiday I had back in the 90s. Really, someone ought to do something about it.
As mates?
70 million years. Dirty boy. And you two, in. Well, let's see how Louis Spence and co. are getting on down at London's foremost dance centre, Pineapple Studios.
Oh, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you up somewhere where you've never been.
Oh, thank you. He's ever so supple, though, Louis. He can get his leg in places most people can only dream of.
I'm the artistic director of Pineapple Dance Studio. Still got it. Never lose it.
Yeah, he's still got it. Actually, I used to be able to do that. Still got it. Never lose it. One of the highlights for me, though, is Michael Burke's excellent narration of the Pineapple Studios story. He strikes just the right balance.
You do the same. You put the picture on the wall.
And
you
focus.
imagine yourself winning.
A few weeks later, Miss England decided to relinquish her crown after allegedly punching Miss Manchester in the face.
I like Miss England, but then I like Miss Manchester. But which is better? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Come on, Miss Manchester! Welcome back to the best of TV Burp. Air guitar on Holby.
Thank you. Thank you.
Johnny returns from looking at a property in Narnia on a place in the sun.
A petite but functional bedroom completes the package.
And on How to Look Good Naked, Gokwan tells us what he gets up to at the weekends.
Today, this city boy is being taken up the mountain.
I wonder what Sir Alan Sugar's up to.
Hello, girls. How's my pants doing?
Yes, it's week 2 of The Apprentice.
You touch my pants again, I'll give you a wedgie. I am Sir Alan Sugar, and one of you will be fired.
Thanks, Alan. Yes, it's only week 2, and Sir Alan was particularly fussy about his laundry.
I've laid on 2 laundries for you. You go out, you find the customers, you perform the service, and most certainly make sure the quality's right. Because I'll tell you one thing, when stuff comes back from the laundry that I don't like, I sling it back at them.
All right, Sir Alan, sorry.
Might need a bit of vanish on those. Yeah, because Sir Alan doesn't go for the designer gear. No, he goes for the cheap copies from the markets. He doesn't wear Calvin Klein pants. No, he has a cheaper sound-alike.
I'm going to phone the 24-hour hotline to see the progress on my Calvin Kleins.
Yeah, Calvin Kleins. Yeah, that's why he's so rich. He saves money by buying hooky gear. I've got his pants here. There they are. Look, Calvin Klein. Then he's got his fake Nike trainers. There they are. He bought his wife some Christine Dior perfume. Rather nice. And then he's got his fake Louis Vuitton bag. They're Louis Sweetcorn. Louis Sweetcorn. I don't know, it wasn't the real thing. Now, the girls, led by Jenny, were off knocking on doors, trying to drum up some trade. And I was surprised to hear Lady Thatcher wasn't interested in helping these young entrepreneurs.
Good morning. Hello, good afternoon. We've just set up a new company and we're looking to do washing and ironing for people so they don't have to bother on a weekend.
Not interested.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's not fair, actually, because I do all Lady Thatcher's laundry. Ooh, all right. Sorry, Maggie. Oh, there's her pants, look. David Cameron. David Cameron on the front and Brown on the back. Didn't need to say that. Not in that way. Didn't mean it in that way. Team leader Jenny wasn't impressed with Shazia and Lucinda. She felt she had to spoon-feed a couple of them. That is the right expression, isn't it? Spoon-feeding.
For the entire process that I've been working with both of you, it has felt like I've had to breastfeed you.
All that talk of breastfeeding. I fancy a rusk now. I've just heard that down at that animal prison in Kent, some of the inmates are staging a rooftop protest.
They've actually written... and they've just been throwing tiles.
Ow! This was Baboon Badlands on 5, the story of a baboon colony in Glen Cairn in South Africa. And what's the worst job you've ever had?
A dedicated team of guards for the baboons.
Baboon monitor. Yeah. What's your dad do? He's a bank manager. What's yours? He's a baboon monitor. Yeah. Presenter Jake Willers seemed to be really in tune with the baboons, though.
Now, he sat here all on his own, just about 100 yards away from the troop, which is just over this way. What he's doing is he's...
Get lost, will ya? Some of the antics the baboons got up to, though.
These baboons are behaving very badly, and the residents of Glen Cairn have had enough.
That's right. It's the baboons behaving badly.
Tony, are you ready yet? You've forgotten what day it is, haven't you? You really are useless. And if you think you can get around me like that, dream on.
All right, Debs. Tony, are you coming down the pub, mate?
Might as well. I'm not getting anywhere here. Holby City now, and poor old Jack was in a bit of a state. She'd forgotten how to use a phone.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone home?
No, it's knock for doors. Yeah, ring for phones. Yeah, well, she was all of a jitter because the microwave exploded.
Can you get out the fire blanket?
What could cause a big explosion like that?
OK, I can't lie. I put a baked potato in. And you have to watch them because they can explode, but I thought it'd be fine for 10 minutes, so I turned it up to high.
Yeah, you do have to be careful with those jacket potatoes because they're liable to explode. Oh, thank you. Elsewhere on Holby, there was... Jacket potato! Everybody get down! Oh, but it seems it was a false alarm. Which brings me to freaky eaters, those nutty noshers who don't eat proper, like us. This week, it was the turn of Peter. And what was his food addiction?
There's just one thing that stops him leading a happy life. Pete is addicted to meat.
Meat! And not just any old meat.
Every day I eat gammon.
Gammon!
Sausages.
Sausages!
Bacon.
Bacon!
Beef burgers.
Beef and burgers!
Chicken.
Chicky chick! How do I do that? So naturally, our food and psychology experts want Pete to eat more fruit and veg. And Natalie is keen to point out the positives of fruit.
The oranges and these things.
Plums.
Plums, oh wow,
Yeah.
they're huge.
They're different sizes and colours, plums.
I can certainly vouch for that. But we'll move on. I wonder whether they've managed to track down any poltergeists on Most Haunted.
There's also a lot of poltergeist activity reported here. When you came to investigate this place before, did you experience any poltergeist activity?
To be honest, no.
That reminds me, it's probably time for my coffee break. Oh, look at that. A lovely frothy coffee.
What are you doing? It's in the bathroom. And I need to get this done. What's the rush? What do you need?
Actually, that was quite nice. Well, every now and then, a new star is born on soap. And this week, it was the new arrival, Emin, who works in the cafe. What charisma! What a virtuoso! What a way with words!
How about you, Emin? Bet you're a good boy. Bet you're a good boy for your mum. Respectful. I bet if I was your mum, you'd love me whatever. Wouldn't you?
Emin! More! What, you want to see more of Emin? Well, he's here with us now, with the Ronan Keating classic, When You Say Nothing at All. Ladies and gentlemen, Emin! Say it best when you say nothing at all. Nothing at all. Well, that's all we've got time for. See you next week. Who's your favourite singer, Emin?
Eminem.
Well, you can get more from Harry anytime you like. His TV Burp Gold 3 is available now on DVD. Next, raising the stakes for the last in the series, Anton Decker here to push the button.